Hi everyone, welcome to today's yoga video. We are going to be hitting that reset button with this quick flow, just allowing our mind and our body to take a breather and aim towards coming into balance. So if you haven't already, grab your yoga mat and let's get started. First, let's find a comfortable seated position. We are going to straighten our spine, open our chest, and we are just going to take long, even breaths in and out of the nose, feeling the ground beneath us, reminding us that we are safe. And with each breath, we are going to choose to let go of any worry and remind ourselves that everything is going to be okay. When you are ready, let's take our last breath here, and we are going to come into our seated side bends. So with our legs crossed in front of us, we are going to now bring our hands out to our sides and sweep the right hand over to the left, making that bend. Really find where this pose works for you. And try your best not to twist the spine, and let yourself continue to feel that grounding energy through your sitting bones. Let's start to take it onto the other side. Come back to center. Maybe take a deep breath here. Then let's keep our right hand to our side as we sweep the left hand overhead, creating that bend now on the opposite side. Again, feel free to play around and see where this stretch feels best for you. And we are just going to keep taking those long, even breaths in and out through the nose. If you're ready, let's go ahead and come back to center. Allow ourselves one more big breath here. Then we're going to transition into our cat-cow pose. Now, I love this pose for calming the nervous system, so I thought it was great for today's flow. We're going to start on all fours, making sure to bring our hands under our shoulders and knees under our hips. We're going to inhale as we arch our back, creating that cow pose. Then exhale as we round the spine, bringing things inward for that cat pose. Now in this pose, let's see if we can really focus in on our breath, feeling how the movement and breath are working together, helping us to feel more connected to our body. When you are ready, we are going to come into a neutral spine. From here, we are going to transition into our puppy pose. So get ready to release some tension in your shoulders and neck. We're just going to slowly walk the hands towards the front of our mat. Then let the chest sink down and rest our chin on the mat. And if that does not feel good to you, feel free to rest your forehead on the mat. We won't be here too terribly long. Last breath here. We're going to start to walk our hands back up to the tabletop position. And I like to come into a seated position, resting my hands on my knees. And feel free to join me in a few breaths here. Now, our next pose is Happy Baby Pose. We'll be using this to further calm the mind and body. So once we are on our backs, let's bend our knees into our chest, opening up the knees as we position our ankles over the knees. Then feel free to grab the inside or even the outside of your feet. And I find rocking side to side in this pose adds even more relaxation. We're still breathing in and out of our nose, allowing the tension and those stressors to melt away. Before we come out of Happy Baby Pose, let's bring our knees in for a quick hug with knees to chest pose. Feel free to rock side to side in this pose as well. Our next pose is Shavasana, the epitome of calmness, if you ask me. So let's stay on our backs. And now we're just going to stretch our arms and legs out until we find them in a comfortable position. We will be holding this pose for a few minutes, so you definitely want to be comfortable. But once you find where you feel the most comfortable, I invite you to close your eyes. Maybe you elongate your breaths, taking even longer inhales through the nose, even longer exhales through the nose, letting each breath relax you. Today, we are hitting the reset button. We are finding our balance, and we are going to accomplish amazing things. Let's start to bring our awareness back to the present moment. Let's invite some movement back to the body, wiggling our fingers and our toes, moving the arms and the legs. Maybe here you start to open your eyes. Maybe take a big stretch here. Continuing with those inhales and exhales through the nose. Let's slowly bring ourselves over to one side. I really want us to take our time coming out of Shavasana. So maybe with each breath, you come up just a little bit more. Once we find ourselves out of this pose, let's come into a comfortable seated position and close out today's flow together. So let's reach our hands to the sky, bringing our hands together. We're going to bring our hands to our head. I choose kind thoughts. Hands to mouth. I choose kind words. Hands to heart. I choose to always be myself. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me in today's flow. I'm sending you good vibes. Until next time, bye.